Okay, let's see if this is working here. Anybody hear me? Yeah, I guess that's working. Okay. So I was just popping on here for a little while. I was sorting through a box, and the box says that these are eBay lots to be allotted together and to sell as a group. So I figured, why not? We'll go through them and see exactly what they are. Let's see. Let's just take a handful here and see if these are actually eBay lots that we're going to want to lot up, or if they are something that needs to go in this comment box we got sitting over here, or not be lotted up, or anything like that. So I figure we'll go through them, check it all out, see how you guys feel about it. Okay, so all right, we got Alec Thomas, some Jeremy De La Rosa. See how, and they're not, these are just prospect cards. They aren't even first. I mean, Alec Thomas, I guess, yeah. De La Rosa, Malcolm Nunez. I don't feel that any of these need to be lotted up. Maybe I'll put De La Rosa over there because I'm not sure about it. But Malcolm Nunez, I definitely don't feel that needs to be in a lot over there. We'll put him over in that pile. Cool. I'm glad somebody's in here. Just figured I'd dig through these cards right here and check it out. Got Nick York, which I actually will hang on to Nick York because he is definitely. I had high hopes for him when I did some of my prospecting videos earlier on. I had some high hopes for Nick York, so we'll put him over there. And then Brett Batty, that can definitely be a lot up pile. I guess it's a lot of. I mean, they're prospect cards. They're not even first or anything like that. No, I'm not saving that one. Eduardo Garcia. I think I've got a couple different sports in here. I think this is a whole baseball pile, but I'm just kind of piddling through stuff. Mick Abel. I don't know why that one's sleeved up, but probably because it's a chrome. Little shimmer shiny there on that one. But how's your night going? Anything exciting going on for anybody else? There's a Spencer Howard rookie. If anyone's looking for Spencer Howard, I have not been at all productive today. I was trying to get these cards sorted out and then what box I was going to bring over here, and I tripped over some other box and then dropped a whole box of cards. So yeah, that's an Alec Bohm rookie. I guess we could do it. Alec Bohm loss, not too bad. Yeah, it's just a Friday night. Figured I worked all day. I'd piddle around with some cards. I mean, if I have a ton of Spencer Howard, I guess I could lot that up in a group. But this was a box of cards that I had. I've been working on a common box, trying to get it all filled up. But the first box that I pulled off of, let me show you, like off of here, I pulled it right off the top of that stack of boxes. That first box that I pulled off of there, it said eBay cards to lot up. So I guess these were the lots that at some point, probably when this was, what was this, 2021 finest or 2020, something like that. There's probably was great to be holding on to these rookies, but now I don't feel it's probably, I don't think Spencer Howard's going to do anything right there. But I put Alec Bohm over here. At least he's going to do something. Yeah, I must have had the Phillies in a break in this one. But I guess all these I can put them together and sell them in one big lot and just be like, I got 100 Alec Bohm rookies. I could probably do it with Spencer Howard since it looks like I got a ton of them. I don't know if anyone's buying this stuff. But, I used to get in those card breaks all the time. And I ended up, I was in this Topps Finest break, and I'm sure I had the Phillies, and I probably had 100 other teams on there as well. And I ended up one of those breaks with the Angels. Actually, it was a couple of breaks, but I ended up with the Angels. And there's Mick Abel again, another Alec Bohm. I ended up with the Angels, and I got 3 in one case that they opened up of Topps Finest from this year. I ended up getting 3. I think it was 3. No, it was 2 Mike Trout autograph cards in the whole case break. And then I also got, it was like the year that Mike Trout had the black and golds and the, he was the featured player in there. So I got a bunch of Mike Trout cards, a bunch of numbered ones. I ended up selling those autograph cards for a decent, very solid amount of money. Yeah, see, I got a bunch of Spencer Howard and Alex Bond. I mean, I might as well see like that. Correas, I just, that's a first. I don't mind doing that. That's a Jazz Chisholm rookie. That's definitely, that probably needs to be sleeved up more than, let me do that. Let me get my sleeves out. But, I've had some success in breaks, but I've also lost a lot of money in breaks. I don't know if anybody else does breaks or if they just open up on their own. I mean, how do you guys get your product? I know the best card I've ever pulled out of a break was a football break that I got a Jake from 101 is the best, and that was a football card. That's the best. Wyatt Langford does not want to stay up here. But like these guys, I don't even know why I was trying to lot these guys up. There's Brian Hayes. Hector Perez. Mick Abel. Man, I'm just going through and see if there's anything that, let's see, there's a hobby. You see those guys Garrett Mitchell's not bad. I guess I got a couple decent ones. There's a Riley Green prospect. I mean, that's not too bad either. If I had a bunch of Riley Greens, I could lot those up. But again, that's a prospect. It's not a rookie or a Bowman first. Taylor Trammell, that's a rookie. See, that's a first. Costa, Kirk. I'll put Nick York over there. There's Hunter Green. I mean, these are just kind of ones that like I say, always when I in breaks or I open product, I just stick them all in a box. And this is a box. Ooh, there's a Torkelson. That's not too bad. Put Torque down there. I don't know what piles I'm making here. I have no method to my madness. And I have not got as far into my prospecting videos as I would like. There's a Dalton Varsho rookie. It's not too bad. Ooh, all right. So Jason Dominguez, probably. I am out of. Oh, there's a couple of Jason Dominguez. But see, that's a prospect card as well. So it's not a Bowman first and it's not a rookie. But I'll put Jason Dominguez over there. CJ Abrams is bad. There's an Adley. I'll put Adley in his own little pile. I don't even remember getting half of these. There's Ryan Mountcastle, Drew Waters, Jeter Downs, Blaze Jordan, Dylan Carlson rookie. There's a red framed Diamond Kings. And I guess I have some good stuff in there. Chadwick Trump 2021. He was with the Braves for a little while. Halfway decent hitter. I mean, for average, he was hitting really well for the Braves. But then, they were carrying 3 or 4 catchers at the time. Ooh, this is exciting. Let me see. I was just digging out another sport here, but we can go through the rest of this pile of baseball here. And then we'll get on those. That looks like some football and some basketball there. Michael Toglia. Apparently I had the Rockies in a break. I mean, if you guys see anything exciting that you want, just let me know. Or if anyone you're collecting. I mean, I'm just kind of, I guess I can't. I mean, I know this box said lot like eBay lots, but I don't know like that's going to sell. Pitchers are so hard to sell unless they're Paul Skeens, or somebody like that. Francisco Alvarez isn't too bad. Put that over there. And these Bowman first, like I love to hang on to the Bowman first because you never know when somebody's going to end up coming out of nowhere and being a superstar. Or in this case, you never know when someone's going to end up not being a superstar when you have a whole bunch of Joey Bart cards and he ends up not panning out like you would like for him to. Because that happened to me too. Because I had in that same break that I had the Trout and all that, I had the Giants. And I ended up with all these Joey Bart rookies. I had a couple autograph ones, some nice ones, but yeah. Joey Bart so far hasn't found his mojo in the bigs. Ooh, so Hosting Kim. Put that over there with Adley Rushman. Nick Madrigal, Tanner Hawk, Jeter Downs, William Contreras, rookie. It's not bad. I mean, he's not with the Braves anymore, but Nick Gonzalez. You guys got any guys you hang on to or collect or chasing? Or I have some players that I'm looking at for this upcoming season. that I'm trying to chase. A couple speed guys, because you guys know I love speed. Like if they're fast. Hey Barry, happy New Year! Welcome to the first YouTube Live of 2025. I'm sorry it's not too exciting. Just digging through some cards, trying to find some eBay lots, because this box said that it was cards to be lotted up in the eBay lot. So looking to see what all I got. I know some people were high on him a while ago, but yeah, there's Jeremy De La Rosa. We'll put that over there in our lotting pile. Cade Cavalli. Yeah, we'll put that over there. Now, most of this Topps Finest stuff is all going to be some rookies that I came across, or gotten my. Oh, what's that? Oh, Jake Cronenworth. I know there's a ton of Cronenworth in here. Seeing Kim again. Is that just a thick card? Yeah, that sucker's thick. Thick. Jose Barrio. Tyler Stevenson. I mean, these are not guys that I've been holding or anything. These were just players that I got in various breaks that I've had throughout the years, obviously, because this is 2020 and 2021 stuff. And I put them in a box, hoping that one day some of these players are going to come out of nowhere. And no, that's like Corbin Carroll's not bad, or Pete Carroll, but they're prospect cards. So when you're doing the Bowman cards, I mean, the best thing to get is either Bowman first or Bowman rookie, are about the two that only people are looking for. The prospect cards are just like I have them in here because they're good to throw into a lot and just turn it into, there you go. There's a Corbin Carroll lot and a PCA lot. Tyler Freeman. Oh, Grayson Rodriguez. Definitely hang on to that. And then I've got Ray Stevens, 91 score rookie prospect, who I don't ever feel that Ray Stevens is panning out from 1991. Bernard Gilkey at least did something. Bernard Gilkey right there in the middle. And Colton Walker. But yeah, like this. So when I sort out my cards, I have a box of all commons usually, and then I'll make a box of just rookies, even if they were a rookie that didn't pan out. Like obviously, other than Ray Stevens spelled a different way, the singer, I don't know who Ray Stevens is here. But, so I would save that and put it in a rookie box with a bunch of rookies in it. So this stuff would have been back when I was collecting a lot of 2000 Topps football type stuff. And these were the NFL Europe prospects. Like I had a sweet Anthony Wright card, which back in the day probably would have been worth something on a sweet. Yeah, Ray Stevens is a good singer. I love his. So one of my favorite songs, and my dad used to make me listen to it, and I loved listening to it, was The Ballad of the Blue Cyclone. I don't know if you ever heard that, but it was it's about them going to wrestling matches. And what's funny is I went years later, like when I was in college, I went to, sorry, that's out of focus, and I'm hoping I'm boring anybody. But I went to a wrestling match in Tallahassee, and we had ringside seats, just like the Ray Stevens song. And we had ringside seats, and they had a lumberjack match, and all the wrestlers were on the outside of us, or on the outside of the ring. And they were, they were throwing people out of the ring, and they would toss them back in or whatever. And my buddy was talking trash to Scott Steiner, who was up in front of us, and he just kept yelling stuff. Oh, there's Doug Johnson. Probably got some Doug Johnson stories too, because I was at Florida when he was there. But so my buddy was talking trash to him, and he kept, getting a little annoyed and like looking back around and, trying to have a serious wrestling match, but he was just talking trash. And all of a sudden Scott Steiner just snapped and turned around and came running at us full speed. But right before he came running at us full speed with like his arm cocked back, all my friends decided to sit down. And so I was the one on the left standing on the rail. So it looked like I was the one that was talking trash. And right before he got to me and was about to pop me in the face, probably, all the other wrestlers grabbed him. The other lumberjack wrestlers all grabbed him and held him back. And I was like, ooh, that would have been it. I would have been taken out. That would have been my last day. If Scott Steiner would have pummeled me. I'll put that Doug Jones rookie card up there. Maybe I can round up some guys and get that signed for me. But These were all 2000. And this was my mistake when I was collecting cards. Yeah, that Scott Steiner stuff was crazy. When I was collecting cards back in 2000, I chased the wrong sets. And like my buddy Johnny, who may be on here, may not, every once in a while he'll pop on. You know, he watched me collect 2000 Topps Chrome football and 2000 Topps Finest football, which were about the only two sets that didn't have Tom Brady rookies. And he was a big Patriots fan at the time. But yeah. So I got like Ron Dane rookies. I got all these guys, and I thought they were such great designs and they looked, you know, pretty cool, but it did not work out for me. You can see all the rookies that were coming out of this set, and it was not like Ron Dugans. That was a huge rookie back then. You got Ron Dugans and Peter Warwick. Back then, you were moving up. You were on it. Aaron Stecker. But yeah, these were the rookies. I was like, ooh, yeah, he was going to be the next star quarterback for the 49ers. Nope. Didn't happen. Jerry Porter. Tony Graziani. Yeah, these were going to be the guys. These were some cards that everybody was after. Good old T. Martin. Oh, and then we moved into some basketball here. Marcus Cousins, Chris Paul. This just looks like, I don't know that I need to be lotting up this Panini complete basketball sets. So I don't know why this box, I could have just got another lid put on. I mean, I guess I was trying to lot these up, but does anybody really want to buy a bunch of Sean Morey? Although I do have the Chrome version too. Ooh. Watch out, world. So let's see. But I mean, I guess I can lot up as you guys saw, I had a ton of Spencer Howard and a ton of. Let's look at some of this older baseball that's in here. See what this is. I doubt we're going to run across some amazing card, but there's the Gerald Dempsey Posey. Donruss. There you go. Trying to keep it in focus for you. We got the Kutch, the name variations on these Panini Donruss. I mean, they don't make the card any more valuable, but I do have a bunch of them. Apparently I had the Pirates at some break, be my guess. Which would have been about right, because I would probably been chasing Brian Hayes back then. There's a Garrett Cole. That's not too bad. Pull out some Garrett Coles. Put that over there. There's some Cutchin. And then we got Miggy, Jose Altuve, Bregman, Altuve, Springer. And then we have Springer. And then we have Carlos Correa or Shorea and Springer. Altuve. I guess I had the Astros in this break. Tuve. Those are those name variations, or the nicknames variations. There's some Ryan Braun. I don't even want to know what his nickname was. Got a Brandon Woodruff rated rookie. It's not too bad. Put that over there. Lando Arcia, another Brandon Woodruff. Travis Shaw, Ryan Braun. Little Zach Greinke. We got that. Starlin Castro. See, I don't know that I would lot any of this stuff. There ain't people out there buying. There's some Orlando Arcia rookies. Josh Hader. Oh, Chris Sale. Brandon Woodruff again. There's a Larry Fitzgerald. Little shimmery, shiny one. And Brandon Cooks. But yeah, these are just some of the cards that I set aside to be kind of lotted up. There's some more Zach Levine, Aaron Gordon. I mean, like I said, I guess I can make lots of this stuff. I don't know why I would put all this in a box and just say, oh, let's make big, huge eBay lots out of it. Because lately I've been listing stuff as big, huge eBay lots, and it just hadn't seemed to have been working. Yeah. I mean, the Josh Hader rookie's nice, and I probably have a few of those because I would have had those teams in like a case break or something like that. And this stuff, I know I bought myself a case of Panini Complete. I was really chasing the Kobe in there. Brandon Beal. Not that it's worth anything, but I mean, I just thought it was a cool card. Amari Stoudemire, which I got a couple of them. Not in here. I think I got them all sleeved up. But yeah, there were a couple decent rookies in this. Got Al Horford. These are the silvers of that. I don't know if anyone really collected a lot of the Panini Complete. It's about the lowest end of Panini product that you can get as far as basketball goes. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be like a LeBron in here or anything like that. I would have pulled that out. It's Kevin Garnett, Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas. This is some older stuff. We got a little Scottie Pippen. I don't think we're running across a Michael Jordan here, but there's Larry Johnson, Lonzo Mourning, Steve Brown. Good old Dennis Scott. Used to watch him drop a lot of threes. And Nick Anderson. I've seen him around at a Magic game every once in a while still. And the Stockton card's cool because it's got, I mean, it's one of those like 3D. If you got the 3D glasses, and you can see, but it's cool because it's got Shaq in it right here. So I always like cards like that with the ones with Jordan in it or the ones with Shaq in it. But put the basketball. See what we got here in football. Little Kirk Cousins. There's a Derek Carr glossy. So what are you guys all up to tonight, other than just sitting around watching me boringly sort through cards? Did you ever have a good New Year? Did you guys go watch some fireworks or do anything? Or I know I barely got to see any fireworks, but it wasn't too bad of a time. I enjoy the fireworks. Dallas Clark, Andy Dalton, Eli Manning, Jimmy Graham, Earl Campbell, that's Stafford and some folks, Phillip Rivers, Terrell Suggs, there's a Walter Payton. I was like a good Walter Payton. Yeah, Kurt Warner. I think that's like a gold variation. Not 100% sure on that. It's been a while since I've been going through some older score stuff. Let's see. Rod Carew. That's pretty cool. I know I got a Rod Carew card that I pulled out of something not too long ago. I can lot that up with that. There's a Joe Mauer. There's Brandon Webb, who I used to carry Brandon Webb on my fantasy team every year because we had complete games as a fantasy stat. And I think I bought this just for that sake. I probably paid $1.25 for it too, for a Brandon Webb rookie card. But man, he used to throw complete game after complete game for my fantasy team. Ryan Braun, Yu Darvish, Jacoby Ellsbury with Christian Yelich on the Marlins back behind him. Al Oliver, Francisco Rodriguez, another Andrew McCutchen. Got a black parallel Brian Dozier. There's a Hayward, Bowman Chrome. Yeah, Al Oliver's nice. There's a bunch of Haywards. And Hayward on the card. And another Hayward. And Corey Ray and Jason Hayward. A mirror image. I hope not. Because at least Hayward stayed in the league for a while. Got a Byron Buxton. I do love the pictures of the Stadium Club. I mean, that's some solid stuff on there for their photography. Max Kepler, who I thought he was going to be doing great things, but Eddie Rosario. So he may. I saw the other day, and I don't know if I talked about this the other day. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of Julio Teheran. Oh boy. I saw the other day that Butterbean, like the boxer, Butterbean is signing autographs around here soon. I think it's next Saturday, actually. And so I ordered a couple Butterbean pictures, and I'm going to try them signed when he's down there signing autographs. I really wanted to get one of those Browns boxing cards of Butterbean and, you know, have that signed. But I can't find any of the Browns cards that aren't already signed on eBay. And I talked to one of my buddies who said he had one, but he said his was a PSA 10 and it was graded and everything. So he said he didn't have any loose ones. There's a nice Ripken and Jeter. So, but I'm going to go next weekend. And yeah, I saw that. What's funny is I started seeing the Butterbean things on the TikTok after I bought the pictures. And I was like, my computer's watching me. It's tracking me. It saw me looking at Butterbean stuff, and now it's coming after me. But yeah, I ordered the picture. I had already ordered the pictures when all those pictures started popping up on there. He's like, you can order it from me. And I was like, well, I already ordered it. I might as well just go down there and, you know, there's other people signing stuff too, a couple Alabama football players and things like that. But these cards are all the 2010 Topps Series 1. I bought a couple of the HTA boxes with that. I was chasing those. In fact, I could probably round them up. I was chasing the Lincoln variations on that. I don't know what those are anymore. Let's see. Oh, right back here. I always say, oh, they're right here, and then I can't ever find anything I'm looking for. Yeah, it's all right. I ain't going for it. They're in there somewhere. But I was chasing those Lincoln variations. I did a whole bunch of box openings over here on the old YouTube, trying to find those Lincoln variations. I never once have pulled a Lincoln variation from a pack. I probably opened 10 HTA boxes trying to get the Lincoln variation, and it did never happen. So I ended up buying off of eBay. Yeah, Johnny Peralta. There's a Pettit, Andy Pettit. Atlanta Braves team card with good old Chipper. I like that one. But I never pulled one of the pie in the face Yankees cards out of this set, which is also a short print. But it was somebody that was, you know, wasn't even on the Yankees more than a season. And I pulled the Curtis Granderson short print, which is and that I can find because I know that one's right here. So if I come across another one, when we're sorting through these cards. But this Granderson right here. So the Granderson card on here on the 2010 Topps, it was originally a Detroit Tigers card. And what they did was when he got traded partway through the season, Topps ran a short print where they photoshopped him in a Yankees jersey and put the Yankees logo on there. So this card is the short print version of that and with him in the Yankees uniform. But there is an original version of him in the Tigers uniform. You know, the same thing, running down the base path like that. But that's in my cards that I'm planning on getting graded, which is what this stack is right here. You know, that Ripken, that Tebow card is just for me personally, and Goldberg. But that, like I always say, I mean, I show it on as many videos as I possibly can. That's my favorite card that I have. Is that Al Bundy one. But eventually I'll get all these graded. That Freeman's really, really nice too. I'd like to just have that to keep for myself, even though he's not with us anymore. I mean, not with the Braves anymore. He's still with us on this earth. Just not with the Braves anymore. And then that Pujols was out of this set right here, that 2010, but it's just in really good shape. And that's really the rookie card you're chasing in that 2010 is the Buster Posey. And that's just a Frank Thomas that I pulled out when I was opening all those cello packs. If you ever want to go back and look, I've got a lot of openings on here where I was sorting through whole boxes of stuff. Whether like 90 cello packs or like a whole 36 pack, or whether it is, you know, stuff like this where I was searching for a Buster Posey rookie or some of those short prints. But Elvis Andrus Yankees card. See, like Matt Laporta. I mean, that can just go in a common box. Josh Beckett. I think these blues are numbered. If I'm not mistaken. He had a 199, but I don't think anybody's looking for either one of these guys. There's Tyler Skaggs. Whoops, moved everybody over a little bit there. Tyler Skaggs rookie with a chrome. I think that's the only 2 ones of those that I have, though. Aaron Nola, but these are just, that's a refractor. Bryce Harper refractor. That's not too bad. Do you want one of these Skaggs rookies? I'll send it to you. Or you want both of them? Yeah, send me over your address on something. I'll send them to you. I'll sleeve them up. I can do that right now. If you see anything else you want, just let me know. I'll sleeve it up for you and send it to you. My whole thing is I need to be just getting cards out of my house. So if people want something, if you see any of these cards that I'm going through and you want any of them, you just shout it out. Especially this box. This is just stuff I was watting together. Yeah. All right. I set them over here. If I come across one better or something, I'll put that aside too, like an X-Fractor or something. I kind of want to set that Harper aside. Oh, see, there's an Acuna just hanging out. Well, Sandy Koufax, red border. There we go. I keep losing focus when I move my hands around. Got a Mickey Mantle red border. And we're back to these guys. Let's see. Miguel Cabrera. Oh, Evan Gattis. I used to love me some Evan Gattis. Dylan Bundy. Focus again. Yeah, there we go. Dylan Bundy. Marcus Semien. There's an Ozuna artist proof. Blue artist proof. Derek Jeter. Jeter, number 2. And Barry Bonds. Where's this from? I have to get the glasses on for a second here. Let's see. Is anybody else? T206. I think it's 11, maybe. Let me see. Oh, no. That's 02. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 02, so that'd be 03. Oh, there's another Acuna. Hopefully he has a big season and comes back this year. But that Jeter and that Bonds isn't too bad. Matt Holliday, rookie card. We'll sleeve that up. Bowman's best. Oh, there's some. Well, hey, now we're getting into something halfway decent here. That Bonds and Jeter wasn't bad. And this Matt Holliday rookie card isn't too bad. We'll sleeve that up and put it over there with that Bryce Harper. And then we've got a Ty Cobb, number to 699. Upper Deck First Class Legends. It's pretty cool. I like a numbered card out of nowhere. Oh, you like the Cobb? Okay. Well, let me see if I don't have a ton of these. Let's see, I may send you that one too. Put that over there. Let's see what this one is. This one's numbered also. Walter Johnson to 699. Yeah, I don't think I've seen these before. I mean, I obviously had because I sorted them, but I don't know if I didn't notice they were numbered or I noticed it and just didn't think it was a huge thing. There's a Mark Mulder, Bowman Chrome Refractor. Mark Mulder. Ernie Banks, Don Russ Classics. It's got a hate-filled corner right there. Yeah, Adrian Gonzalez. I think that's his rookie card, isn't it? Maybe a second year, but I think that's his rookie. Adrian Gonzalez. Whoa. Barry Bond. That's pretty cool. Who's that made by? Topps. Franchise 2000 Barry Bonds. Huh. These are some better players that I wouldn't mind actually lotting these guys together. That Bonds over there. We got Ichiro. And Ichiro. Yeah, I thought that was his rookie card. Ichiro. Oh, we got a couple Ichiros there. Is that numbered? Yep. I guess I got into some numbered cards here, and that's 90, numbered to 99. But I don't know if it needs a Franklin Barreto. Barreto. I don't think he wants me to call him Burrito. Chad Billingsley. I think this is probably numbered too. You had a 500. Huh. Guess I did have a couple numbered cards floating around here. Brandon Phillips. Numbered also to 450. Right there. Get my fat hands out of the way. Mike Trout. Acuna. Trout. Shohei. I'll take a Shohei. Aaron Nola. Acuna. Shohei. Acuna. Trout. Nola. Shohei. Marcus Semien. Go right there. Apparently I gotten some Bowman lots here, I guess. Shohei, Acuna. Yeah, I guess that stuff I can lot up and put together. And I think Bonds, too, I can probably... I didn't realize I had so many Bonds cards just laying around. Oh, man. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this was the end of that pile. I'm sorry. You were in high school when Skaggs died? Yeah. I remember it. I remember when some of the, like I remember when Daryl Kyle died. And not that it's a funny story, but I remember the next season we were in a fantasy baseball draft, and for some reason the fantasy thing still had him on there. And we had a guy in our fantasy league that drafted Daryl Kyle. And we're like, man, we'll give you a chance to go ahead and drop him and pick somebody else up. But he had no idea. He was just looking at the numbers. That's a Scott Cooper gold, Topps gold. I wish I had some of the, the rookie cards in Topps gold, but I don't necessarily have any big guys. There's a Dom DiMaggio. I like these sets. I bought a couple boxes of these, the Golden Age cards, because they had some really cool autographs in there. Let's see. That is Francisco Lindor. We got some more Julio Teheran. Oh, you want the Dom? All right, I'll get to the Dom DiMaggio. But they had like Willie Nelson in that set and Ronald Reagan, and let's see. I have to put my glasses on and see what this is. Let me see. Oh, that's a rabbit. I got 3 of those. Ozuna, Ryan Braun, walk-off. I wonder if that's numbered. No. All right, I'll sleeve up the Dom. I almost said Dom DeLuise. I'll sleeve up the Dom DeLuise for you. Let's see. All right. Let's move on to, this is probably more 2010 Topps. Sabathia, Manny Ramirez, Lou Gehrig, Eddie Murray. These are all, this is probably from that set. They had a set in this collection that was called the Cards My Mother Threw Away. Yeah. The cards your mom threw out. And so it's got on the front like all these cards that people would have had as kids that their mom ended up tossing out, not knowing any better. There's a Tom Seaver and Roy Halladay. Got a lot of McCutcheon cards. I'm kind of noticing as I'm going through all this stuff. But like, see, none of these guys are. So, okay, so that's what all right, perfect. I'm glad I ran across one. I'm going to go back to make that point that I was making earlier. So you can see what they did is they expanded the picture a little bit on that. And, this was him running down the line in his Tigers uniform. And up here you can see he's got the, if I can get it to zoom in. Come on now. I don't think it's going to. I don't want to get way up here like that. But up here he's got the Tigers logo. And up here they photoshopped it to a Yankees logo. And so that's what they did and made this card a short print. So they did, you know, one vertical, one horizontal, and it's the same picture, you know, but they took the Tiger stuff off of the sleeve, off the armband. Oh, he managed Babe Ruth in 35. That's cool. Yeah, but that's what they did on that and made this one a short print. I think I mean, they're both numbered. You can see they're both numbered 222. So, but that was 2010 Topps Series 1 that they did that on. So this is the regular one and this is a short print. I've only ever pulled one of these. And it's in pretty good shape. It's a little left heavy, but I don't think it's more than 60-40. So, and it might be slightly top heavy as well. But I just, you know, the fact that I pulled it makes me want to get it graded even more. But I'm glad I ran across a regular Granderson. But all this stuff, I mean, I can just have most of this stuff can make it to the. I can sort this stuff out later. There's Brent's Fielder. I can sort this stuff out later to make it to. There's a Smolty on the Cardinals. But most of this can go into the common box, I would think. I mean, not like Smoltz and probably not Victorino. When I do my common lots together, I mean, the people I put in there are seriously no names, is what I would call them at this point. Not that I don't remember their names or anything, but it's not anyone that anyone collects. Like, there's still people out there that collect Vladimir Guerrero. So I would put him and line him up with a bunch of other guys. And I have a ton of this too. There's R.I.P. Tim Wakefield. I saw him pitch against the Rays one time. It was one of the days he was on. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being in here. I told you that last time. I appreciate you being on TikTok too. It gives me somebody to talk to and check in with. You know, sometimes on the lives I'll have 8 people, and then sometimes I got 2 or 1, or it's, you know, I was going to be sorting through these cards anyway, so why not do it with, you know, put it out there for people. If they want to watch it, they can. If they don't, it's not going to hurt my feelings any. I'm not emotionally attached to the amount of people that are in my live stream, but I appreciate everyone that comes in here because it's, you know, this is what I love doing, and I love sorting through cards and Josh Hamilton. And you know, I like telling stories of players that I've, you know, have come across in my life or experiences that have happened. And so I'm glad that somebody's, you know, wants to stick around and listen to it. Even if it's just you, I appreciate it. You have no idea. So, but yeah, like most of these, I mean, there's Kerry Wood. He was a stud. I had to see, I went after a whole bunch of Mark Pryor stuff, especially when he got hurt and he was coming back with the Padres. I thought it was going to be like the second coming of Mark Pryor. He was going to come back out there and rule the world, but then he got hurt again. And there's an Ichiro just hanging out. And so I had bought a box of 800 Mark Pryor cards with some rookie cards and all that stuff in there. And I have no idea where the box is, but somewhere I just have 800 Mark Pryor cards that are not. But I thought he was gonna come back and and make it happen. There's a Nolan Ryan. This is also one of those cards your mom threw out, and I don't know if my mom threw that one out. I don't feel like my mom actually. Luckily, my mom never threw a lot of my cards out because of the stories my grandpa told about his mother throwing out his cards. There's Ricky Henderson and Carl Crawford. That's a lot of speed right there. I used to pick him on my fantasy team all the time because we had triples as a category too. And I mean, Carl Crawford would put it on you there on a triple for sure. David Wright, Gordon Beckham, the When They Were Young card. There's a couple of funny ones on there when you start going through them. Lance Berkman. Yeah, a lot of these. There's Cliff Lee. I mean, there were these, like this set was good for some good names, you know, but really the only rookie card that I was excited to get out of here was Buster Posey rookie card. There's Roger Maris, History of the Game. There's a Nolan Ryan too. There's a couple Nolan Ryans in here. I mean, not quite as many like a 90s Topps where it's, you know, he was the 5,000 strikeout There's Pedro. There's Bill Mazeroski. Oh, that's what that was. Yeah, that's a cool card. You got Ozzie Smith and Jose Reyes, shortstops. CC Sabathia, Pat Burrell, Tim Lincecum. I used to love to watch him pitch. It was just amazing. That throwing style was so successful. There's a little duck and weave with Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder. Oh, you want the Mazeroski too? Okay. We'll set that aside. I'm not sure because it's not an old card, but I mean, they're old players. So if you see any of these that you want. So this Tyler Colvin card is one of those ones. This isn't one of them. If I could find them, I'll pull it out for you one time. But this is one of the ones that's the Lincoln variation. So this coach right here, they sub it out on the variation as Abraham Lincoln. So if you're ever going through 2010 tops, or if you're ever going through a commons box and you come across 2010 tops, right back here, there'll be a Lincoln variation and that'll be Abraham Lincoln standing there instead of the coach on Tyler Colvin. And Colvin is the only one that's a rookie that has the Lincoln variation. There's 4 Cubs cards that have the Lincoln variation, and Colvin is the only one that's the rookie. Michael Dunn. But yeah, that's just something to look for. Like if you're ever sorting through cards or ever sorting through a collection or something, that's something you want to look for, is that Tyler Colvin card with Abraham Lincoln. If you'll give me a second, I'll see if I can find it. Because I know I have it in here somewhere. I just don't know where. I know it's boring now. I know it's boring already, but I wish I need to take these cards out and set them somewhere so I can easily get to them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's at, and I hate just looking at nothing. Hey there, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh man, let's see what else we got in here. This is interesting. I didn't even know I had these in there. Okay, so these are some of the wrestling cards that I've gotten recently. Yeah, I just meant that it wasn't an older, like, actual 1960s card, so I wasn't sure if it was something you'd want. I got a little Mr. Perfect, Vader, R-Truth. I don't know if that's a variation or not. I think it may be because it's maybe a black border or something. Booker T, Big John Studd. Does anybody else collect wrestling cards? I mean, I know people that collect wrestling cards, but I'm just saying, what do you guys usually stick to in your genres of cards? Randy Orton, Iron Sheik, little Triple H. I have a limited amount of wrestling cards. There's some Walking Dead. I definitely don't collect Walking Dead, but I've got some in here. The Miz, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter. I had a lot of Sergeant Slaughter toys. Okay, so this was that set that we were talking about earlier, the Golden Age. It's got horse races, like, horses, and it's got the different variations on backs and stuff. Then it's got some Farrah Fawcett. But it was just a cool set to collect because they had some really cool autographs in there. I was chasing for the longest time a Daisy Duke autograph, but yeah, there's a Jimi Hendrix. And it's just a cool set to have. Like I've got a couple of Ronald Reagan ones. There's a Tatum O'Neal. We got some Mick Foley wrestling. Kennesaw Mountain Landis. And then you get something like the Sundance Kid, like in the middle of it. Oh, you want the Iron Sheik? Okay. Yeah. If anybody wants any of these cards, just let me know and give me your address and I'll mail them to you. I just, just trying to get rid of stuff. Iron Sheik. Okay. Yeah. All right. I got it out. But yeah, I'm happy to, especially this stuff. I mean, I'm not pulling out anything that's big money or anything like that. I'll gladly send it over to some folks. There's an MLK card. Nasty Boys. Abyss, but you got Hulk Hogan down there with the old forehead slice to get some blood going, like Ric Flair used to do. Kurt Angle. There's a lot of horses. There's a lot of horses in this set, which it's cool if you're into horse racing. And I mean, I'm into horse racing, making some bets on stuff. every once in a while. Like I love to, we used to all the time go down and bet on the Kentucky Derby at like the local dog track. And then we'd go to Hooters and watch the race. And then if we won, we'd go back and collect our winnings. Otherwise, we just hung out at Hooters and had a good old time. So we'd watch the race at after we went down and made our bets for the horse racing. Jackie Gleason, some more horses. Tatum O'Neal. There's Tony Dow. Another Tatum O'Neal. It's a nice picture of Tatum O'Neal. Oops. Just threw Tatum O'Neal on there. Back to horses. Oh, we're on the Garbage Pail Kids. So these are purple jelly purple or something. Do you want the Jackie Gleason card? I can pull it out for you. There you go. These are purple variations, and then you've got your green. These are all green. I think that's a standard. We got some. This is the stuff that I go to when I can't find anything in the store at Walmart. This is what I jump on. Oh yeah, I love Jackie Gleason, especially in Smokey and the Bandit. But I don't know anything about soccer. But I've got these soccer cards. That's probably like, again, this was something that I stopped and picked up at Walmart when they didn't have anything else. But I think this stuff I bought a collection from somebody and it was in there. And I don't know nothing about soccer. So I didn't really play soccer much as a kid or anything. And it's just not, I don't mind watching it every once in a while. But it's not my bag, baby. It's not my bag. Let's see. Oh, I think I already did all these. Yeah. Just gonna say, I was like, this all looked familiar. Let's see what's we got in here. This is probably all football, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna stay on for about another probably 10, 15 minutes or so. Let's see. There's Derek Jeter, Pedro, Pudge, Jim Tomei. So Joe DiMaggio. You want a Joe DiMaggio go along with your Dom DiMaggio? Yeah, it was. I mean, he was just a funny guy in general. Oh, there's a chipper. I'll put that aside for me. That's a sweet picture, though. There's some old school upper deck. That's not too bad. I'll keep that. All right, yeah, I set that Joe DiMaggio with it. And you can either send me you can send me your address on TikTok if you want. That's fine. Or I'll put my email somewhere. There's a LeBron. I think I said earlier, I don't think there's no LeBrons in here, but there's a LeBron on the Cavs. It's not too shabby. Come on now. Zoom in. There we go. Oh, because I put in 5 seconds on the slow comment. I don't know why it's taking so long. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see. Customization. Okay, I took it off. We'll see if that worked. We'll see if that makes it any easier. All right. There's an A-Rod uncommon. Yeah, this box, I don't even know how it happened. Like, it was just a box that I had marked cards to lot up for eBay. There's a Yogi Berra. And so I put it in that pile, but if you don't want it, just let me know. I couldn't even remember what was in here. And there's Tony Gwynn. And it was, there's a Greg Oden star rookie. This would have been huge back in the day until you had all those foot problems. Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade. Yeah, I don't know how I got half of this stuff, but I know that around this time I was buying collections. I was in breaks. I was in a whole bunch of. There's a chipper card. We'll hang on the chipper. Um, I mean, I was just doing everything. There's a Matt Holiday. I want to say cognac, but I don't. That's not really cognac color. It's more goldish, but I don't think they're numbered. No, they're not. But you know what? I'll put that over there because I have that Matt Holiday rookie that we came across earlier. But I know I was just buying all kinds of stuff there for a little while, which I probably shouldn't have been buying as much as I did. But Starlin Castro, there's a Frank Thomas and Paul Konerko, and so Lord only knows what all is in these boxes when I was going through them. Like it's like I'm strolling along and then like Garbage Pail Kids, and then that's a sweet heritage card. I wonder if these are numbered. I know they used to be numbered, the chrome ones. Yeah, it is. Cool. Numbered 82, 1982. And then that one is numbered to. Whew. Don't get old, people. Do not get old. I used to have wonderful eyesight, like 20/20 vision. 1961, not 82, and 1999. So that Chris Coughlin is the 1999, and the David Ortiz, which I think I'll sleeve up that David Ortiz. That's a pretty card. I mean, it's just a solid design, and I like it in there. I like it in the chrome style. All right, I can take these glasses off because I can't tell if it's blurry or not. But yeah, that's not too bad at all. I like that Ortiz card. And like I said, they are numbered on there. I wish it was like that. It was numbered to 999, but alas, it is not. Let's see what else we got here. Some of the stuff is sleeved up, so maybe it's something decent. Stojakovic, a little Dwight Howard in Orlando Magic jersey. Got a Reggie Wayne. It's the same card, but one of them's gold and one of them's silver. If you guys, I'm trying to get it clear so you guys can see it. There we go. I wonder if one of these is numbered. Doesn't appear so. One of them just appears to be a gold. One of them appears to be the regular. But I like this better. Yeah, this is perforated. I don't know. I mean, they're obviously not the same card, but I've only met one former Major League player. Like I've met a few in my life. We have one that lives in town here, so I see him all the time, and I always bug him. There's a Jacoby Brissett rated rookie, Donruss Optic, so I always bug him to sign stuff whenever I see him. If I, I'll take it into work, and if he stops my work or something, or I see him at the store, I'll AJ Terrell rookie. I'll bug him to sign some stuff for me. But yeah, he's pretty good about stuff. So, I mean, I've met a couple in my life. I had one of my friends that he was really good friends with Rick Ankiel, and so I met him a few times. I met Rick Ankiel a couple times through my friend. A bunch of Ronald Jones Jr., Austin Hooper, Mike Holtz. I mean, I met Dale Murphy once. There's an Aaron Jones rookie. I'll hang on to that. Derek Watt. There's a Derek Watt. Donruss Optic rookie card. Chris Jones. That's not bad. Chris Jones rookie. Too bad it's not a refractor like these guys. I like that Chris Jones. There's a Devontae Parker. Rashad Higgins. I did meet when I was younger. I've met a few ball players at a couple of games because one of my aunt's really good friends was a MLB umpire for like 30 years. He retired as an MLB umpire, and he used to get us tickets to games all the time. And in fact, I think he still gets tickets to games as being a retired umpire. And so I met some players through him every once in a while. And I used to stalk players out in the parking lot when I was a little kid after spring training games trying to get autographs. And then I met, I obviously met the players when I worked for the Astros. I met the players that were on the team. And when we had guys down on rehab assignment or something like that, I met a couple of the bigger name players when they got sent down. But yeah, I mean, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, when I was a kid, when I was in middle school, and Joe Oliver used to play basketball at the basketball courts that I played at. So I met him a few times. Every once in a while he'd be there. He was obviously in Cincinnati a lot of the time. But, oh, man, suckers are stuck together. Trying to think who else. I feel like I met some other players. I swore I met David Price one night, but I don't know that it was a real David Price. It was probably somebody that looked like David Price. Hey, I'm glad you made it on here. I hadn't seen you on a live, but that's my fault because I haven't done a live in a while. So I know you always catch my videos, and I appreciate you always leaving a comment and checking in on my stuff. So, but it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How is Japan? Did you have a festive New Year celebration over there? So I got a funny story about Michael Wiley, and I don't know if I had like a 1 of 2 or 1 of 3 Michael Wiley autograph card that I opened in a pack one time, and I put it on eBay, and it ended up selling. It was like it was like a Michael Wiley rookie and like one of these. I put them together and I sold them. And the person that ordered them, this was right after, it was right when eBay started. The person that ordered them was a guy named Michael Wiley that lived in Dallas, Texas. And I always thought, like, for the longest time, that Michael Wiley actually bought my card from me. And because it was one of those really short printed, but it was a high end card. And I was like, man, the real Michael Wiley bought, but I don't know if it was him or not. I just, in my heart of hearts, I hoped it was him, but I don't know that it ever actually was the real Michael Wiley. But I just thought that was always the coolest thing. I was like, man, Michael Wiley bought my card from me. So this is a scorecard from 2000, which if you got a Brady like that would be great. But the Todd Pinkston, but you can see they're numbered to 2000. The scorecards were on there. I did not ever get a Brady of the scorecard. Jerry Porter. The only Brady rookie cards that I have are those 2 that I've shown you guys before. The Fleer Ultra and the Playoff Prestige, which is numbered. The Playoff Prestige is numbered. I'm going to go through this last stack and then we'll probably wrap it up. The Playoff Prestige is numbered to 2,500, and I want to hope to get that graded, but I don't know if it'll get above an 8 or not, because it had been in a box that was it had been a box that I bought from Goodwill. Let me back this up so I can get my hands back here. But it was a box that I bought from Goodwill, and it had 4 Tom Brady rookie cards, and it had 3 Fleer Ultras and that Playoff Prestige rookie. So sometimes, and it was one of those ones I got off of Goodwill.com. It was from Seattle. It was a box from Seattle. So if anyone in Seattle donated their football cards about 15 years ago, I got your Tom Brady rookies. But yeah, so that goodwill.com, sometimes it works out, but other times I've bought stuff on here, and I'm probably going to do a video one time, either on here or on TikTok, where I go in and I look at, I order another Goodwill box and just kind of sort through it. I doubt that I'll find another set of Tom Brady rookie cards, but you never know. You never know what you find in there. Most of the time I strike out on that stuff, to be completely honest with you. Even when I physically find a box of cards at Goodwill, I still kind of end up striking out on it. Jake Peavy, Edwin Encarnacion, Klesko, Ryan Madsen. But, it's always worth a shot, I figure. And at yard sales and stuff, I'll take a shot on stuff. And I need to start making more videos of me doing that, like going to yard sales. I felt like I did. I had a good find, or a good sorting, when I went to that card shop there in Orlando, and I pulled out a bunch of cards out of the dollar box when I was down in Florida for a vacation. And I pulled out a bunch of cards in the dollar box. No, I'll let you know if I ever do, but I have not met the Japanese Babe Ruth either. I have not met either Sadahara O or Shohei Ohtani. I've seen him pitch. I saw Shohei pitch. I saw him pitch against Strider, which was a really cool game, but I have not ever met him. I would love to. I mean, I just love to meet those guys and then talk to them. And I've been lucky. I can honestly say I've been lucky to have the opportunity to meet some players, either through my job or yeah. I mean, anything Sadahara O is extremely expensive. I mean, they had, I want to say there was a card set a while ago that had some Sadahara O stuff in it, but I've never pulled anything out of there, or I've never pulled one of his cards. If I do, I mean, I'll send you over that, but I think they're very few and far between, and it's not anything I'm going to run across over here. I got a feeling. I know, like, my buddy that collects wrestling cards, he has a lot of stuff. Yeah, God is Great might be able to run into some stuff over there in Japan. He's always on my videos, like always commenting, and always checks my stuff out. And he's probably got a much better shot of running into some hot Sadahara stuff. So yeah, I would check with him. But yeah, he's got some good videos too. So I mean, if you ever want to pop on there and check out his stuff, he's got some interesting stuff on there that he goes through. But I've never pulled anything of his. But what I was saying about my buddy who does the wrestling stuff, he has a bunch of wrestling stuff that's like Japan exclusive things, and they're super expensive. Like, that's like some of his most high-end stuff that he has. Are those there's a lot of Jake Peavy in here. Is that Japanese stuff? Brandon Webb. Oh, let's see. Matt Jones. So I think that silver was the one that was the earlier when I was looking at them, because the gold all seemed to be the same, but the silver seemed to be a little bit different. There's a Cade McNown rookie card, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I would check with him. You can go on his channel and sub to his channel. He may have better access to stuff than we would have over here for sure. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to check on anything. But yeah, you can go in there and sub to his channel, and I know he'd appreciate it. All right, so this is what I held on to for you because I'm going to wrap it up here in a couple minutes. But I got that Yogi Berra, the Joe DiMaggio, the Jackie Gleason, the Iron Sheik, the Bill Mazeroski, the Dom DiMaggio. I put the Walter Johnson in there. I didn't know if you wanted that one too, but I just set it over there just in case you might. And then the Ty Cobb and Matt Holliday. And this was ones I set aside for me. And then those 2 Tyler Skaggs cards. So yeah, I'll set those aside. And then I was going to sleeve up this Bonds card that I just think is really cool looking. Yeah, I think that's pretty neat. Okay. But yeah, I put it in there, so it's in that lot of cards. I'll probably throw them in like a case and just send them to you. And I'm hanging on to that for myself. And I think that's going to be about it. I'm going to sort through this stuff for the commons and all that. But yeah, try to keep it separate. I'm still going to try to get this autograph. We'll see. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Get me over your address and everything. You can send it over on TikTok or whatever. And we'll see if, and I'll get it over to you. All right. I'll see everybody later. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.